Capricorn, and welcome to your love and work reading for the week of March 15. Let's discover your messages. You have three of them, milk and honey. So things are going to be good or get better, I would say. You will have maybe manifestations, happy synchronicities, things that are going to bring you satisfaction and happiness. Loyal heart, so maybe you will discover someone who will be very loyal to you, or you'll find out that someone is very loyal to you. Someone's loyalty will be proven to you during this week. And there's also important for you to trust your deep knowing. There's something that you really know deeply. The information is coming from your inner wisdom. In the recent past, you have the Six of Swords, the Emperor reverse, and the Queen of Cups reverse. So there is something you have decided to move away from, something that caused lots of chaos. Maybe this was somebody you dealt with. This Emperor reverse could be an authority figure, someone who is abusive in their power, maybe. They were not necessarily a bad person, although for some of you maybe they have been, but very abusive in their power, in their manners, I would say. Okay, so that has caused maybe some emotional imbalance in you. This can also come from a lack of emotional maturity. The Queen of Cups reversed, and lots of negative emotions, and maybe you felt depressed, sulky because of this situation. Sometimes this Emperor reversed, if it's not someone in your life you've been reacting to, this could be your own lack of self-discipline, self-control, organization, and just not having control over a situation, okay? Because the Emperor is the emperor of their empire, right? They control the empire. They have a plan. They have a strategy. They are able to make things happen. When it's reversed, it's a lack of control over things, and it comes from lack of self-discipline as well. Lack of structure, okay? This guy is really very good with structures, okay? So this lack of structure, if this is your case, has caused lots of negative emotions, and has maybe reactivated some of your own emotional immaturity. And we can all react in irresponsible ways sometimes when we're dealing with the important stuff, feel depressed, or sulky, and just procrastinate, not make things happen. Lots of emotional imbalance, okay? But you have moved away from that. All that chaos is behind you, and that's a good thing. It's like a relief has happened. In the present, you have the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Swords reversed. So this is still about having to deal with some sort of authority and power with the King of Swords, with whom you have to really be methodical, use your head over your heart, have a plan, have a strategy, really use your logical mind to solve problems. For some of you, maybe you've been dealing with someone, an organization. This could be legal matters. This could be military. I mean, some sort of power and authority. This could be an affair. Maybe, maybe you had something that you had to deal with, a situation that really asks you to use your logic and strategize in order to be able to deal with the situation and to move away from the chaos and lack of control that was in your past. Either it was your maybe you have created it, or it was your, if it was not your creation, maybe someone else you were dealing with were abusive. Okay, in both cases, you have to really use your logic in order to deal with the situation, and it's making you feel really exhausted and tired with this Nine of Wands, and it's your central card. Although you're really halfway through, your efforts are paying, and you need to continue pushing in this direction, and in this new direction that is going to bring you relief. And this feeling of being exhausted could be because of that situation. Either, as I said, you were dealing with someone who was very difficult and maybe abusive, or your own lack of structure and discipline in dealing with something that caused you lots of hurdles, you know. Maybe there has been some unexpected stuff that happened that you had to deal with, and that really exhausted you. There is, however, an important decision maybe you need to make, or maybe you need to have a conversation, communication, again, with about this situation, about some sort of authority, maybe, or to deal with something that really needs logical problem solving, and you lack a little bit of mental clarity. I would say this is a consequence, because it's following the Queen of Cups reversed. This is the consequence of this emotional chaos, you know, this um, emotional imbalance. This could be depression, this could be procrastination. Sometimes you can become a little bit vengeful because of what has happened, or jealous. So whatever it is, this emotional chaos, you really need to deal with it and take care of that, because it is affecting your mental clarity, your ability to communicate clearly, logically, and really well. Because if this is some guy that you're dealing with, I mean, by a guy, I mean a person, okay? Could be a man or a woman. If this is someone you're dealing with, you really need to be mentally clear and be able to reason clearly, okay? And to make proper decisions with this Ace of Swords. Right now it's reversed, and it is a consequence of this emotional chaos. So maybe you need to ask for help about that in order to avoid making poor decisions, bad decisions. In the near future, you have the Ten of Cups reversed, the Magician, and the World reversed. So whatever the situation in the past was that was chaotic and you decided to move away from, by really thinking clearly, and using your head over your heart. For some of you, maybe you left a relationship. This is affecting you, your happiness, your harmony. This the Ten of Cups reverse is a loss of happiness and harmony and love, dysfunctional families, broken families, something that is not working in your family. So if, like, it was a separation, maybe you had to move away from someone, this obviously had an impact on your family, and you really need to use all your willpower, your inner resources, and your concentration to deal with the situation with this Magician. You know, you have the ability to deal with the situation despite you feeling really worn out and tired and exhausted, and feeling like you just can't deal with that anymore. You still have all the resources you need. The universe is going to help you as well. Remember, you do have this milk and honey, so there is some sort of help that is coming for you. But you have to use all your inner resources and be wise about it to deal with the situation, including whatever it is that is coming from your past, from either an abusive person or your own lack of control and power that is affecting your happiness and harmony at home, or maybe your family. And you also have to assess the situation with this word card reverse. It means you have either not done all you can to finish something, so that a cycle of your life could be finished with this word card when it's upright. And this could be connected to something you need to either communicate or make a decision. And right now you're not ready to do that. You're not in the best state of mind because of a lack of mental clarity to do that. And that's why things are not complete. And it can also be that you really need to take a look at the situation. Maybe if you have done all you could to make things happen and make things go your way, and accomplish a goal, and it's still not there, maybe this is just not meant to be, and you need to understand that, accept that, and cut your losses. Okay, sometimes the reverse, that's what it's telling you, what it's here to telling you. And this could be again about the love and harmony and happiness, long-term happiness in your family. So for each of you, this obviously has a different meaning. At the bottom of the deck, you have the strength reverse. This is telling you you do have the strength to deal with the situation, but you're doubting yourself a lot because of all the fears and anxieties that you have right now in your life. But you do have the strength. So what you can do is to stay as positive as you can by avoiding people who are making you doubt your abilities, because you may have stresses and anxieties that you have to deal with, but don't believe people who are telling you that you're too weak and too vulnerable. You do have the strength. And even if what you're dealing with seems to be complex and difficult, and you, as I said, you're pretty worn out by it, because maybe you had surprises you had to deal with, things that you did not really thought will happen, but you still can deal with it. And as I said, it happens to everybody to be pessimistic and negative, but as soon as you realize it, try to do something to stay positive. And again, if you use all your inner resources, your willpower, and your concentration, you will be able to pull this off. So there you have it, Capricorn. I hope it gave you some clarity. If you want to have more information and you want me to answer your questions, you can go to Soul Clearing Tarot, my website. You have the link in the description box below to order a private reading. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like. And I wish you a great week. And I see you later. Take care, Capricorn.